the most effective health initiatives which the Modi government had launched was to ensure that a whole set of people for whom buying medicines on a recurring basis for health issues like diabetes or high blood pressure or even cancer.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on May 10th in Trinidad and Tobago launched two India-backed projects with Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar, an agro-processing facility in South Trinidad and a permanent Jaipur Foot Prosthetics Centre in Penal. The initiatives build on commitments and outreach announced during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 2025 engagement with Trinidad and Tobago. Coming after Jaishankar's Jamaica and Suriname visits, the Caribbean outreach reflects New Delhi's broader Global South strategy of using development partnerships, especially in healthcare, agriculture, and skills, alongside diaspora ties to strengthen influence and economic cooperation.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a man of enormous energy, everybody knows that. Extraordinarily wide range of interests. With a, I would say, almost an obsession about getting things done. So it's about leadership, it's about vision, but it's about delivery. And keeping all of that in mind, his constant advice to us in the Foreign Ministry is, if you have done things well at home, go and do it abroad in countries which have similar requirements. And that was at the food processing plant, but even more so today, in using a technology, I would say an experience, almost a culture of prosthetics for which Jaipur Foot has become so famous across the world. So, as you all know, the Jaipur Foot Artificial Limb Fitment Camp was announced by Prime Minister Modi when he was here last year, less than a year ago. And I was, I think, badgering the High Commissioner. And very encouraged by what he told me, which was that, look, the camp is being organized, there's huge demand here, and today we are now taking this to the next stage by setting up a center. But I also want to take the opportunity to say that I know the demand was more than what was envisaged a year ago, and we will go the extra mile to meet the extra demand. Now, where the prosthetics are concerned, of course, this is something Jaipur Foot has made its name known across the world. I would say really, literally, hundreds of thousands, perhaps even millions have benefited over the years. And it's natural. I mean, for me, I've visited other occasions like this, and it's natural that it meets with a tremendous response from the cross-section of people. But what I would like to recognize today, Honorable Prime Minister, is that it's not just that we have done a successful camp. Today, as partners, we recognize the value of that camp, and by setting up that center, we are now trying to make this something which will be a continuing effort to address the needs of very vulnerable. And address those needs, as we saw in the short film, needs which not only provide mobility, which not only reduce vulnerability, but which actually strengthen dignity and impart self-confidence. And for that to happen in the Prime Minister's constituency, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, that is a statement in itself. So for us in India, the fact that Prime Minister is taking such deep personal interest to the extent of actually encouraging a center in our own constituency, that has its message, And Prime Minister, let me assure you from our side, we will fully reciprocate that sentiment and everything that comes with it. It's our commitment today to ensure that this center functions to the best of its ability and beyond, and whatever support that is needed from the Government of India and my ministry, we will show. The Honourable Health Minister referred to some other facets of our cooperation also which were discussed when Prime Minister Modi was here. So there were the hemodialysis machines, there were the commitment of sea ambulances, also of making medicines more affordable and access to people. Because again, I share with you our own experience. One of the most popular initiatives, and to my mind one of the most effective health initiatives which the Modi government had launched, was to ensure that a whole set of people for whom buying medicines on a recurring basis for health issues like diabetes or high blood pressure or even cancer, how do we address that by really dramatically lowering costs? And that is something we have been quite successful at. So, as I said, good experiences are there for sharing, the not so good ones for learning. Certainly, this is one which we would like to share with you in the coming years.